we are going to New York.
This is why I don't drink alcohol anymore. I always feel so bad when I wake up the next day. I don't like this feeling. I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on the bike today. I don't think I've woken up this exhausted in a while.
Hello. Good morning, folks. We are on the road, headed to the train station because we are going to New York today. This was a completely unexpected work trip, and I am just running like a headless chicken at this point, trying to figure out what my life is going to look like this week. This trip was not supposed to happen. I was actually supposed to only do a day trip to New York today. Today is Monday, by the way. But then on Friday, something changed with all of my work stuff, and then I had to actually be in New York for an extra 3 days. So I'll be heading back home on Thursday, which means that I basically had to scramble to figure out what my life was going to be looking like. And that included all of my training plans for this week. But before we get into all of that, hi everyone, my name is Mima. I used to be obese. I lost all of the weight through a combination of GLP-1 medication, a whole foods diet, and weightlifting. And now I am training to be an endurance cyclist. So I do have a running series called Training Everywhere, which is where I basically find ways to and adjust my training schedule routine to my travel schedule, because I do travel a lot. And the last couple of months I've traveled a lot for a combination of like work stuff and also family stuff. None for leisure, unfortunately. So these kinds of things where I, at the last minute, have to go somewhere for work, have to travel somewhere, is unfortunately a common occurrence in my line of work. This occasion, however, is one of the rare instances where it's like absolutely like a last minute thing, because like I said, was not supposed to be doing like a whole trip to New York. Rather, like I was just supposed to be doing a day trip today, but now it's going to be a 3-night thing. So I'm heading up there now. My train leaves in about an hour, and then I will be back home Thursday evening. So I have to now figure out what Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday looks like for me training wise. I've already adjusted a little bit because there's no way I'm going to be able to cycle in New York, not even indoor. Or maybe, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Now that I have had a taste of actually cycling outdoors, there's no way in hell I'm going back to indoors unless it was like absolutely crazy bananas weather that I just can't get on my bike and actually ride on an actual trail or road, but I prefer a trail. This morning I actually did what I would have had as a Tuesday ride. So Monday morning I did a 14-mile ride to account for the fact that of course I needed to adjust for the time for me to get ready to head to the train station today. So I did a 14-mile ride, and my plan for the next 3 days is actually going to be just doing strength training in whatever gym I can find. That is one of the issues I'm having right now, is that the hotel I'm staying at tonight does not have a gym. So tomorrow I will have to find a gym that has a relatively inexpensive day pass for me. So is Wednesday. Thursday, however, is my issue, because right after my last meeting of the day on Thursday, I'm heading back home. I would like to be able to go to a gym close to my office that has a towel service, and those gyms don't come cheap, and also offers a day pass. I'm working that out. I do think I have tomorrow figured out, and Wednesday. And another note as well is that I'm only staying at a hotel for one night, and then the rest of the time I'm going to be staying with my sister. So there's sort of like that nuance that I have to account for. So I've actually had to look for a number of gyms, not just like here's one place, here's one gym. That's why Thursday is a little bit more complicated for me, because if I were still staying at a hotel, the towel service thing wouldn't matter. But anyway, all that said, we are 5 minutes away from the train station, pretty early actually. I was rushing this morning because I thought we would be late, but apparently not. So I will just sit and have my post workout meal, my post-cycling meal, because I prepared everything last night essentially. Like, I had already cooked the meal that I wanted to eat after cycling, and I just like brought it with me. And yeah, that's also like another thing that is going to be interesting is my nutrition, because I did not have enough time at all to plan for what that could look like for me, because one, all of this came together, or at least like all of this happened on Friday. Like, me coming to New York happened on Friday. I was very busy with my 40K challenge on Saturday. Like, I just wanted to be able to do that, so I just stopped thinking about this. The good thing about going to New York is that there are so many good nutrition options. There's a Whole Foods practically close to where I'm staying at tonight, and also where my sister lives, so it's not going to be very hard to actually pick out some good nutritious food. Even the pre-packaged or the prepared ones, the yogurts, the protein bars, all of that kind of stuff. So I am not too worried about that, but I am going to be tracking, not so much as like putting it in my food tracker, but just like sharing it with all of you guys to see how this kind of last minute trips affect training and nutrition for someone like me. So yeah, anyway, we're pretty close to the train station. I will probably see you guys back in New York City. Maybe tonight. It's going to be busy. I'll be go the minute that my train enters New York Penn Station. So yep, I'll see you guys tonight. Check in then. All right, we are back in the hotel room. Good morning again, guys. Yesterday was quite a doozy. It was go right as I got on the train, basically. So many things basically just kept happening as I took the train from home to New York. So a couple of things. One, I am now going to be staying at the hotel for the entire week that I'm here. So I will be seeing my sister still for dinner. No more issues with the gym whatsoever, because there's a Planet Fitness near here. I am a Black Card member of Planet Fitness, which is great, because then I can just go to any Planet Fitness in any part of the world, or America, just America, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I did a workout this morning, upper body. It was quite an experience, I would say. Just kind of like the difference in the people that go into the Planet Fitness that I went to. I'm in Midtown Manhattan, so the demographic for people who go to the gym is quite different from my suburban Planet Fitness back at home. So that was quite interesting to me. Today is going to be another busy day, but hopefully this is the last of the very, very busy and involved days for me here in New York. So hopefully tomorrow is going to be a little bit more chill. Thursday is my day to head back home, but I do have another full day of meetings then, but none of which I am involved with organizing or speaking in, so that is good. What I like about New York City is just the variety and availability of healthy-ish foods anywhere that you go, especially in Manhattan. So yesterday, even if I was go, I was just able to put in a pickup order from Kava, which was very, very close to our office here, and also head to a Whole Foods to just grab some stuff, grab some of my Ardor energy. I grabbed Whole Foods sushi for dinner last night. I did have 2 small cookies, which for the middle of the day, which was a very nice little pick-me-up. I don't do that very often, but because yesterday was just so hectic, it was just nice to have a little treat to kind of perk me up, not in sort of like a caffeine or sugar way, but just sort of like I love chocolate chip cookies. This is a nice thing to do for myself in the middle of a very hectic day kind of way. So yeah, I am going to go take a shower now and get ready for the rest of the day, and hopefully I'll find time to check back in. But my sister and I are going to be, like I said, having dinner tonight, and it's going to be at a really, really nice seafood restaurant. So I'm excited to share with you guys what I order, because I love seafood. I would be happy just to only eat seafood for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Yesterday was a really long day, and it was nice to see my sister and have dinner, and I'm going to show you some clips of the dinner we had. Mostly seafood. Actually, no, primarily seafood, I would say, and of course some really nice vegetables. And I could not help myself but had Parmesan, or ordered Parmesan truffle fries because I love Parmesan truffle fries. Anyway, I just came from the gym and I brought my breakfast up. I grabbed breakfast from the small breakfast buffet downstairs, and I am very hungry after the workout I just had. So primarily lower body. This is like what is very interesting and sometimes frustrating about training in gyms that are not your own. I was at a Planet Fitness and I was about to do a hip extension when I couldn't do the normal weight that I could. And I know this because the app that I use to set up my workout routines logs all of the weights for every exercise that I do that includes weights. And for the hip extension at my home gym, I was at 20 pounds, and here I couldn't even do 15 pounds. So there's something wrong with the equipment at my home gym, and they probably need to calibrate it. And that's just really frustrating because then that's gonna mess up. Well, first of all, that means I haven't been really doing hip extensions at the true weight. And maybe that also means for all of the other exercises that I do on, what do you call that machine when, that has the wire and you pull it down and you can move it up or down. I don't know what that machine is called, but that now I know that is not, whatever the exercise I do on that machine is not the true weight. It's not the true weight that I'm doing. So that is really frustrating, but that is what we have to work with. So we just adjust. Now, today's not going to be a very, very heavy day for me. So I'm just probably going to be in the office working for most of the day. But we do have an event this evening, and I'm hoping to be back fairly early in the evening because I want to wake up at 5 tomorrow and of course sleep really early. My body is betraying me this trip because I had planned to sleep for about 8.5 hours last night, but the moment that my body hit 7 hours of sleep, I immediately woke up an hour and a half before my alarm. So I'm hoping that will then allow me to sleep early tonight, earlier than usual, because tomorrow I do have a full day and I'm going to be ending it by hopping on a train and heading back home. I am looking forward to heading back home tomorrow and riding my bike on Friday. So I'll check back in with you guys later and we'll see how we do tomorrow. Hey guys. It's 8:30 in the evening. I am very tired. It has been a long day. I honestly thought I would have a much chiller day today than I did yesterday, but no, that didn't happen. I got this spam musubi from a Japanese grocery store on the way back as I was walking from the office to my hotel room. I don't eat spam anymore. I used to eat it a lot. Like a lot. Even like at the start of my GLP-1 medication Zepbound journey, I don't eat it as much anymore, but I had 2 glasses of Prosecco tonight for my employer's reception, so I am a little tipsy. I will admit I don't drink alcohol as much now, especially since I started on GLP-1 medication. I just have not had the want or the attraction to alcohol since then. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I'm probably not gonna finish it because it's a lot of rice for very, very little protein, but I do need to eat something because the reception did not have any sort of nourishment that would be enough to consider dinner. So I'm gonna have this a little bit so I don't wake up tomorrow incredibly starved for nourishment, because I'm still going to the gym. Tomorrow is going to be another full day for me, and I'm heading back right after my last event / meeting of the day tomorrow. So I do need to be on my feet for most of the day. I'm hoping to wake up a lot earlier tomorrow than I have been waking up for the last couple of days, because I will need to check out early, plop my stuff in the office, and then head to all of my meetings, one of which is going to be outside of the office. So yeah, that's just a day in the life of someone who takes fitness and training very, very seriously, but also has a busy 9 to 5, especially during weeks like this where we're more event focused than the usual. So yeah, I will eat my spam musubi and get ready for bed, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope I'll be able to have time to check in before I hop on the train. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Good morning. This is why I don't drink alcohol anymore, because no matter how little I drink, I always feel so bad when I wake up the next day, and I don't like feeling physically not good. anymore. After having adopted this new life of being active and fit and healthy, I don't like this feeling. And also, I did not get 7 hours of sleep because my body was just not feeling great, and it woke me up early. I'm going to slowly get up and get ready for the gym. I don't know how much I'll be able to do, but I'll push through and we'll get through the day. So I'll check in with you guys later.
So far, I'm surviving the morning. I definitely survived my workout. It was not easy, but I got up, I did it. I did the full routine that was set up for me by my Sweat app, and I'm here already, all set to check out, head to the office, and get on with my day. I'm really looking forward to being home tonight. I would just like to sleep in my own bed, see my husband, see our pets, and get on my bike tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I'm estimating that I'll be home like from the train station at around a little bit before 9, so I'm hoping to be in bed by 9:30, like do a quick shower and I get home, and then just hop into bed and then wake up at my usual normal time tomorrow of 5 a.m. and continue with my day. So I'll check in with you guys then. This week is not complete yet, even though I am leaving New York tonight. So I want to show you exactly how I will fare tomorrow on my bike after being away from my bike for 4 days, basically. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Wish me luck.
Good morning. It is Friday. I am back home and I am so tired still. I had about 7.5 hours of sleep. I had to wake up because my husband had to go to work this morning. And I'm taking the day off. I've had this day off on my schedule for a while, so I'm so tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on the bike today. I don't think I've woken up this exhausted in a while, like not even since starting to train 6 days a week. So my body is telling me something, and I'm probably gonna stay in, and we'll probably only do my usual 2-mile walk with the little corgi. So I don't know if this ends my training everywhere video for this week, the New York training video, but we'll see how the day goes. I'm probably gonna see if I'm gonna catch another hour or so more of sleep. I still there's something in me that's more mental and instinctual that wants to get on the bike, but my body is just like, think you need some more sleep, lady. So yeah, all right, so I'll see if I can catch up with you guys later. Good morning, folks. Managed to get out of bed. I am feeling a lot better after basically just snoozing for about an hour and a half. I'm out with our little doggy for our 2-mile walk, and then I'm already actually wearing my jersey because I am heading out to bike today. I feel so much better. I just needed a little bit extra snoozing. So yeah, I will take it easy though. Probably just an easy 10-mile ride, or 12 maybe, and then we'll take it easy for the rest of the day. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later and maybe close off the week after my bike ride. See you guys then. All right, folks, we made it on the trail. We're gonna take it easy today. Definitely gonna have a shorter ride. It is much later in the day. It's about almost 10:30, so it is quite warm. It's a lot warmer than I am used to, so we'll see how I fare. Aiming for 10 miles today, which is not a lot. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm trying not to push myself too hard today. So it is quite nice to be out later in the morning. There's less people. It's also a weekday, so I'm sure everyone is out working or in working. So always my pre-workout, pre-ride drink
Ardor Energy caffeinated sparkling water. 0 calories, 100 milligrams of caffeine. And this is one of my preferred flavors. It's the pink grapefruit. And the Mexican lime is the other one that I like. The other flavors they have taste like medicine to me. So feels good to be back. My stretch goal today is to get to the end of this particular trail right before it connects to an interconnector trail and then head back. I think that might be about 12 miles, give or take, but I honestly can't tell from here. But yeah, right now I'm cruising at a soft 11 miles per hour. We turn around. Low-key been worried about that turn for a while. He's still a beginner cyclist, still learning the ropes. I'll head out to the bench. Done. 12.5 miles. Not bad. All right, I think I'm gonna end it here. I am glad the week happened how it happened, despite it being last minute. I was still able to go to the gym. I'm still able to ride. I was able to ride Monday. I was able to ride today. I will not be able to ride tomorrow. I do have a medical appointment in the morning, but I will take tomorrow as a rest day and will ride on Sunday instead. So still able to do all of my usual stuff, just a little bit jumbled, but yeah, I think everything went well. Nutrition wise, I was not the best this week, and it's always like this when I'm traveling, and especially work travel, and it's a last minute work travel and everything is busy, the schedules are jam-packed, very, very hard to plan for meals. I will say though, it's always great to be in New York because there's a lot of really good options that you can track that is very, are very quick service but good food. I ate a lot of kava this week. I also had that lovely dinner with my sister that you guys saw. I did end my trip with a slice of pizza from the new train station hall. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and till the next one, happy riding.